Pharmacist mocked my prescription, so I embarrassed her in front of everyone. I, 28F, went to the doctor this morning because I felt sick. Turns out I have angina. My doctor knows I have a hard time swallowing pills due to a traumatic event in my life. I make do when I can't avoid it by dissolving them in water or breaking them down into tiny pieces. So when possible, she tries to find an alternative, in this case, a sort of syrup. It's made for babies, so I just need to take 3 times the dose. I went to a random pharmacy on the way to work. It's full of other customers, but at some point, it's my turn. The lady behind the counter seemed somewhat new there. She asked a lot of questions to her colleagues, but I didn't care. I handed her the prescription, my social security card, and my insurance company card. She did something on the computer, then turned to me. "It's for babies," she said coldly. "I know, I need to triple the dose. It's easier for me to take the medicine that way. And instead of just giving me that damn medicine so I can be on my way," she snorts. "Yeah, but you're an adult. And you are way over the required weight for the pills. I am around 105 kilograms, 231 pounds, so thanks for the free fat shaming." I tried to stay calm, even if I slept badly the last 2 nights. "I know, but I want the liquid medicine anyway. Just give me the bottle so I can go to work, please." She wasn't pleased, but went to look for them. And she came back empty-handed. "We don't have any left. I need to order it. It'll be here on Thursday." As I was considering whether to order them here or try another pharmacy during my lunch break, she got impatient or something. "Don't you think it's childish to not swallow pills at your age?" She said that loud enough the 2 pharmacists around her and a good dozen clients heard her. I blushed quickly but decided for once to push back. I was better at it before I tried to kill myself by swallowing sedatives when I was in high school. "Sorry, nearly dying makes it hard for me to swallow pills." I said it loud enough everyone heard it. Her mouth closed and she turned pale. She stammered something, maybe an apology, I don't know. I took my prescription that was in front of her. Editor's note: since there has been some confusion, this is the prescription the doctor wrote, not the medication, the cards. I put everything in my handbag carelessly and I left. I was twitchy for the nerve. When I drove by the pharmacy a few minutes later, she wasn't behind the counter. I hope that'll teach her a lesson. Don't ask questions you're not 100% prepared to get the answer for. Edit: thanks everyone for your support. I felt so bad leaving the pharmacy this morning, but now I know I've done the right thing. Laughing face. Edit 2. Someone pointed me that angine doesn't exactly translate as angina as Google Translate told me. I don't have anything heart-related, just lung-related. Edit 3. I can't answer everyone, and I read as many of you as I can. Thanks everyone for your testimony about your struggles. It's good to see I'm not the only one, and maybe it can help others too. I'll complain to the pharmacy. I'll ask my doctor for liquid alternatives, but I'll try all your techniques to help the pill go down. Some of OP's comments and replies. Commenter said, "I hope she learned to not judge because the world is full of trauma mines just waiting to explode in her face." Op replied, "For sure she didn't expect that, but come on, it's a pharmacy. It's full of people with diseases and body issues. If you can't be nice to a random woman coming for angina medicine, you shouldn't work in that field." Commenter said, "I work in a pharmacy as a tech." That was incredibly rude. The only time we ever ask about preference between liquid and pills is when something is out of stock and we think the patient needs the med today. And we ask politely without judging. Op said, had she said nicely, "Listen, we can give you pills today or syrup in 2 days, is it urgent?" and it would have been fine. Commenter said, "Good on you for standing up for yourself, and I'm glad you're still with us." Op replied, "Thanks, thankfully it was a wake-up call for me to seek professional help. Now I deal much better with the issue." Less than 3, Commenter said, ex-pharmacy staff here. "It's not her place to judge or question. If the dispensing pharmacist has a question, they can confirm the prescription with the doctor who wrote it. Very unprofessional. Please make a complaint to her supervisor." Op replied, "My doctor looked up the precise medicine to write it down for me so I can have it. I probably will go back to complain. OP's current medication, ouch. This one tastes like banana, it says. But it's more like someone never tasted banana but was asked to synthesize the taste anyway, .. Commenter said, "My guess is that Op is French and pharmacists there have more power to amend prescriptions compared to the US. That extra bit of power often comes with an added attitude, on top of the baseline French attitude. Good on Op for standing her ground." Op replied, "You're right, I'm French. Pharmacy school is hard, and some pharmacists don't feel like they get enough consideration from clients' sécurité sociale, so some don't want to be nice to you. But there's a difference between not nice and what happened today." Commenter said, "Was she a pharmacist though, or a clerk? Préparatrice. A pharmacist might have a role to play. Double-checking the prescription makes sense for you given their long training and responsibility. Not like what happened, of course. A clerk less so." Op replied, "Honestly, no idea. She was behind the counter at the pharmacy. I didn't check for a name tag with her title. She could have asked me or called the doctor since her phone number was on it though." Why do they need your social security number? I don't know how it works in the US, but in France, they ask for it every time carrot carrot. Editor's note Potatoes 11 explained the social security number thing in a comment. Social security in France covers retirement, like the US, disability, like the US, but also healthcare, parental leave, children-related help, etc. The social security card OP is mentioning is like a credit card that lets you pay for prescribed drugs with the state's money, in a nutshell. Called a carte vitale, vital card, or life card. Top comment on post. I'm sorry you had to tell her why, but good for you for standing your ground. It's insane to me that a pharmacist, or maybe just clerk, depending on the place, would be that mean-spirited. It doesn't affect her job to give you what your prescription said, as if she knows better than you or your doctor. Hopefully the medicine isn't for an emergency and that you'll be able to get it soon. Update same post sad face 3 days later. Update at the bottom. Sorry, English isn't my first language. I'm not in the US either. Carrot carrot, I'm in France. Update. On Tuesday after work, I went to another pharmacy with my prescription. The pharmacist, a bit surprised, asked me if I wanted liquid like it was written or if I preferred pills. I answered that no, liquid was working better for me. And she just gave me what I needed. That is exactly what should have happened with the other pharmacist. On Friday morning, I went back to the first pharmacy. I was nervous because even though I felt within my right to make a complaint about the pharmacist, I didn't like the idea of getting someone, possibly, fired. I waited until it wasn't too crowded, and I went to the only pharmacist I was 100% sure it wasn't the one I had the issue with. A man. So I was here on Tuesday morning for 3 bottles of medicine, and it didn't go very well. He let out a long sigh. With name, right, probably. I wasn't paying attention to who she was. I just wanted the medicine and to go to work. That was name. She doesn't work here anymore. Good, I blurted. He made a half small laugh, half huff, while I realized that even if it was, I thought it was a bit rude. And my mom raised me better than that. Maybe, don't worry, it's okay. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back. I didn't get any other details aside from the fact that they had the bottle of medicine I needed in the stock on Tuesday. So the woman was just nasty for, I don't know. I really hope she reconsiders her career path. In conclusion, kindness goes a long way, but don't forget to stand up for yourself. Thank you everyone for your support. Less than 3, some of OP's comments. Commenter said, given as difficult it is to fire someone in France, it must really have been the last straw. OP replied, my best guess is that she was still on the trial period of her contract, so it was easier to let her go. Or something else happened and they just didn't mention it to me because they didn't have to.